this is Tech with Kevin. So today we are going to look at school management systems. There are plenty of school management systems, but in today's video we are going to look at what is required to make up an information system for a school, what is needed, what should you put in a system, the system overview, what is required by testing a working system. So let us dive into this video. So in the future, we are going to look at more and plenty of information management systems for different companies, institutions, schools, anything. We are going to look at everything. So let us dive into this video.
So I have got a system known as timeline. So this is the school management system I have made. So anyone who is interested in a system, you can find means of contacting me. So this is how, first of all, they give you what is known as the timeline digital. So it has also the timeline digital. So they tell you that you need what to use this system for. So you may need what is known as the custom school management system, which is already customized. You may need a mobile app development system. You may need an application you can use, for, which is a web application. You may need a desktop software. So this is all about how you can contact them in case you need ERPs and business solutions. You can contact the teams, and we have here, this is their numbers and so on. So this is I'm the one who designed everything. So I didn't write all the required information which is needed. So I just chose a random number and a random website. Yeah. So you can just say, oh, got it. So when you open, this is the dashboard, and this is how the dashboard is looking like. So they are showing you that we have entered total students. There are two. We have got total staffs. We have got one staff. Then we have got the total classes. We have got 3 classes so far, and then we have got the total subjects 1. So it also gives you the attendance. It shows what is known as the fees collections, and it shows the financial overview. So here, down here, you can see recent students in form of tables. So we have got a column for the records, just number of records. Then we have got the names. We have got the name known as Ali Lubega, Peter William. Then we have got their admin numbers, like the registration numbers of all the students. So we have got their classes. So mainly I designed this mainly targeting the students from the universities. Yeah, that's why we have got BIT, to mean Bachelors of Information Technology. So you have got here this status, which shows that these students are active. So let us dive into the video so that we can see how we can add such students. So when I come here on this is known as the navigation buttons. So we see as students. So in these columns, we can add a student. So when I come here, we see that it has got all classes, all sections, all genders, and all status. So if I say, so we have got different students, that is Ali, Lorega, Peter William, and so on. So without further ado, I want to be as fast as I can so that the video doesn't be long. So we can add here a student. So here you can add a picture of a certain student. So I don't have apparently pictures in the computer, so let us just leave that. So we can add the first name. I can say Mr. Tech Kevin. So we can add our admission number. So we can just classify that as admin 24 stroke U, anything of that kind, the number, just a random number. So we can, the date of birth, if I was born on 12 2000, right? 2000. Then this is active status. I'm active. Then you can select the sections over there. So we can add the father's name. So just in case we have said, we can add, we can say Chris, and then we can add the phone number, 0766 whatever. Can just write 12345. Then we can say address, Kampala. Let me use Kampala. This is my capital city. So let me also add the information this side. Date of admission. So today is what? Today is 22nd. 22nd. Sorry, let me 22nd. So this is day 8th, 22nd. Uh, let me fix here. So this is month, yeah. So we are in August, right? 2022, and then 2026. So the class we have got BIT. Then we can see row number, that any number. So let me just say 5, row number. Then we have got the mother's name. You can add the mother's name, such as let me say Sarah, and then we can add his email if it's required. So let me just say mother at, sorry, at gmail.com. It's in capital at gmail.com. So after adding that, we can just add the students. So we have added Tech Kevin. So we can add staffs. So we can add a staff. We can just say which teacher can I use? John. I love John. John. We can also add a picture of John. So let me see if I have got a certain picture. Uh, Let me just use this. I don't have a picture. Oh, we can see. So image must be less than 2 MBs. So let me find another image. Which image? Gallery. Just want to get anything because I don't. So we have that image. So we have got email. I can just say staff. If you have staff at gmail.com. Then we have got enter employee ID. You can just say EMP 222 qualification. This person has got, of course, a PhD. And say a PhD in what? In computer science. In computer science, remember we are looking at the stuff. Then we have got a singing. You can just add active. So Natate. So we can just Kampala. 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 I don't know if I'm boring you. So we can add the salary. So this person may be getting around 5M, right? 5M. The zeros enough, okay? Okay, you can add their account information. We like maybe the person is from Stanbic. I don't know if those are the digits. So the department, this is in department of what? Computer. Then date of joining. Let us assume is a new teacher. Is a new teacher. 2026. 2026. So we can add his contact information, last name Peter or Carol. Then their numbers and so long and so long. So we can add that stuff. So here we see John O'Carroll teacher is employee ID, phone number. We didn't write that. Then department, computer. The person is getting 5 million. This is in Ugandan shillings. Then the person is active, you can edit this entire information. If we write here, we can edit or we can delete the entire information. So when you come here on subjects, we can add. Remember, we have a teacher we have added, right? So we can add here different subjects. Iggy, I can say which subject. Computer literacy. We should all literacy, and then code. Hmm? Code we can just say select, select. I don't know. Then we can add that. Okay. Then also select the class BIT. We add that. Okay. We see that notification all subject successful. So when we look at the phase, this is the entire fees. We can add a payment of a certain students. Yeah. So if I come here, we can see a fees history and balance. So if we select a student, for instance, take Kevin. Take Kevin has not paid anything, right? So we have to make sure that take Kevin's pays something. We can have class default fees. Yeah. You can select a class, for instance, BIT, and then we see monthly tuition, and then select a default amount. Yeah, you see that everything is just responsive. So we can add a payment. So we select a student, take Kevin, right? Of course, adjust intake. So if this student is supposed to pay 2 millions, yeah, 2 millions, and he has paid 900, right? 900. Yeah, they are telling you the balance. Yeah, they are showing us the balance, which is 2 million. So he has paid 900,000. 900,000. Of course, he has paid 900,000, meaning it has been paid 900,000, meaning that such a student has a balance of 1,100,000 shillings, right? So here you can add monthly tuitions, and then we can add what is known as the receipt number, and then the date of payment. When has this person paid, right? So he has paid maybe on 26. He has paid wash cash bank, then Remax. You can just say thanks, okay, and then just say add payment. So meaning that when we come to check such an individual, so when we come here on the fees history, and then we search for Tech Kevin, we see that he has paid 900,000 as his total paid, and current balance is 1,100,000 shillings. Okay, so any person who is planning to make systems, you should make sure that if you are making a management score system, you should add everything when it is responsive. This is just an application. It runs offline, no data, no crying that data. No, no, no. Internet has been solved. So when we look at the accounts, here we see the entire accounts, their total income, total expenses, everything. We can add transactions. We can add so many things. Yeah. We can add transactions, category, blah blah blah. Deselect what are where does our money goes? Yes, we have received the money on our, meaning that the account has been debited. So if we credit it and we make a transaction, it means that money is going away from money account. Yeah. So when we look at this, this is known as the attendance. So a person who is planning to make a school management system, you should make sure that you add everything. Yeah? You should add the attendance, the staff, students, everything. But what you can do is you can make a portal, like you can make a user access portal, and then you know that this portal is made for this person, the other person, who is really intending to open the system. So this is what is known as the attendance. So we look at the class, we are looking at BIT, and then we are seeing we have got 3 students, that is Peter, Ali, and Kevin. So we can see the marks. So we if Peter William is present, we mark that. So we have a date. So you come here and say on 24th, on 24th, Peter William was absent, and Kevin was also late. Okay, then you come here. You can see monthly attendance. Summary, if we select the entire class, so let me save this. So it has been saved automatically. So when we select BIT, we can see the entire structure for that August month. That we have got total we have got total one present, then one absent, and then 0% rent. So a person, meaning that a person who was late was not captured as present. So so when I say present, yeah, when I say present and I save this, meaning that these records will have changed. So when we come to the exams, okay, we can create an exam for these students. So this is done by teachers. So if we create an exam, so we have got test, we can just say test one, test one, and then class BIT, and then we say when is our test is going to be. Of course, in August around 28th, we should have papers, read papers, and then we say academic year 2025, 2025 to 2020 what 2026, and then we create an exam. Okay, so you're seeing we have what test. So in case everything happens, students have done, they can enter their results. That you know what? Take Kevin, you got a what? 89. Okay. Then we see Mr. Ali, 50. Then we see Peter William, 68. So let us change this into a fail, 49. You see, even the color changes to red, meaning that this student has got really as some, you know. So let me cross. I've already saved. So when I come here to the view results, I shall see an F somewhere. Yeah, someone is having an F. So we see Ali and Kevin, they passed, but Ali passed with a D and Kevin passed with the A. So we can print results for a certain individual. So let us print result for Tech, Mr. Tech. So we see the person is from Mutesa Royal University. So we see here a print document. We see the entire everything. We see here the communication. The person did communication skills, yeah, and in communication skills, the person is having 89, and then is also in another subject is having 89. Then we can have remarks from the class teacher, then the principals, and everything. This is how the report card. By the way, we can also edit. I'm going to show you how we can edit this entire process. So let me close here. Let me close here. So we can also add certificates. We can add certificates. So we can issue one certificates. So when we say, okay, we can say school leave certificate. We can have a study certificates. Okay. Then we issue it. You write some option or whatever, and then here you search a student by name. Take Kevin. Yes, we want to give you a certificate. We can say thanks for the excellence, for the excellent finishing finishing of our what of our program of our program program. So we can print the certificates. Mr. Kevin, this is to satisfy that take Kevin, son of Christ, being admitted to that, I studied in class of BIT at institution, okay? So here we say, he was admitted on that, and then he was born on that. Then we see his character and conduct during the stay at the institution was found to be very good. Okay, then this certificate is issued. Wow, wow, wow! It is also having everything, score, sale, and everything. Wow, wow, wow! So we can also uh, come to the HR and approval. So yeah, we can request a leave. Yeah? So we select the staff. You remember the staff that was John Okello. So leave, we can say sick. Person is maybe sick. Then the start of the leave and the end and everything. Then you can submit. Okay. Also the days. Let me just write here. So so if the person entered. Course, we are looking at August 25th, 2026, and then and the end of the leave, you can say in the month of 8, and then 28th, we expect Mr. So and so to be on the ground. On the ground, of course, those are 4 days, and then you can say, I am having, I'm having serious malaria, malaria. Then we submit a request. So this request is still pending because it was not yet approved. There is someone who has to approve and then also rejects. Yeah, rejects. Okay. So if I tick, it has been approved. Tick, it has been what? Approved. So we have got a staff attendance. Of course, we have looked at how that the attendance flow is. So in case John Peter is absent, we will say is present. In case Opio, Mr. Opio is on leave, we can just say the person is on leave. Hmm? Everything just automatically changes. So we have got a payment system for this entire staff. So when we create a system, remember we have got a staff known as John Okiro. Then he's basically getting 5 million. And then if he has allowances, but every time he comes at the campus, we always get 20,000, 20,000. Of course, he has that. And that allowance, are there any deductions? Maybe we shall always deduct them 5,000, yeah, on their salary to pay the net salary, to pay what? To pay some of the staff, how the government. So we can pay them, of course, by bank transfers. We can add additional requirements. Okay. So meaning that such a person, if he gets the 20,000, so here we see that if John Okero, the teacher, monthly, he gets 5 million, then he gets an allowance of 20,000, and when we deduct, we remove the tax and so on, this person net salary is 5 million and 15, 100 and 15,000. Okay, 15,000. So we can generate the entire report and then we print the students. You can have a report for the students. We can have a report for the fee structure. We can have a report for the attendances. We can have a report for the attendance of the what of the staffs. So we can have, so generally let me look at one of the reports and we can separate. So if we can have that entire report. This is how it looks like. So we can have settings. We can remove the name that Mutesa Memorial University and we add Makerere. So we can change everything. We can change the currency, everything. So anyone can use this system no matter where you are. So meaning that in case you are using dollars, yeah, in case you are using dollars, still you can use the system. So you can have we have got a backup, so you can export your entire database to a file for what? For safekeeping. So we have got uh, a database. So we can restore from the same file. Then we have got also the about information, which is this. Everything you can edit, timeline, score, whatever, school manager. So here we say timeline school manager is a powerful offline fast school management desktop application developed by Tech Timeline Digital. So it is designed for small to medium sized school who need a reliable, easy to use system without depending on the internet. That is very important. So here we can manage what is known as the student and staff management. We can have student and staff being managed on the entire system. We can manage the attendances. We can manage the staff attendances and their payment role. So we can manage the multi-class and section supports. We can manage the print ready reports and receipts. Yes, we can manage fees, yeah, exam certificates. We can also really we have got the part of security. Have I talked about the part of security? I don't know security. I think let me go to settings. I had your settings. So let me scroll here down. Okay. So this is what we mean by a security. So when we enable it, they will tell me to enter a pin. For instance, let me use 123, and then I come here down, and then I say 123. Sorry, 123, and then we save the password. So they are saying password must be at least 4 characters, meaning that there is security, authentication and what the protocols we need to follow. So let me just add a 4 and we save the password. So it means that when I come, yeah, and I close the entire system, then I come and I open timeline. They always tell me to write that password, which is 123 and 4, and then you unlock. Yes. So let me just go back and I disable. You never know. Things may happen. We are forgetful. Nowadays we are growing older. So you just come here and you disable it. And then afterwards you have to save the so we can. So we have reached towards the end of our video. Let me hope we have got something we have learned from it. So don't forget to like, comment, share. For more tech tips and for more such projects, we are going to explore as more and more projects as we can.